But in Ukraine versus Maui, all this aid going to foreign countries for questionable things, and now our own people are losing their land. They're losing. It's crazy to me, and I'm going to go on a little tear here.
Please.
That we've got the deepest cultural place in America, the most isolated place, American territory, and it suffers this massive tragedy, and people are given $700. It's like leaving your waitress a nickel for a tip. It's designed to be humiliating.
If your waitress had just lost her child and her husband in a horrible accident. Yeah.
But comparing Ukraine and America's responsibility in Ukraine and comparing it to Hawaii, Maui, and our responsibility there, how do you flesh those two things out? Well, if that's even a valid question.
It shouldn't even be one, right? It should be Maui is a priority because they're in American territory, and people are suffering there. I'm telling you, I was in the Marine Corps. I know that there are MEUs, which are Marine Expeditionary Units that leave constantly off the coast of Hawaii. They could have been deployed immediately in Maui. Immediately, at least bringing people food, starting to search for survivors. But instead what was happening was turn off the water. They didn't allow any media in. And now you've got companies that are trying to buy up people's prime real estate when they can't afford to rebuild because insurance is a scam in this country. And so when I look at a lot of this stuff, I say, holy smokes, this is the reason why I organized a protest, a peace protest on Inauguration Day, Joe Biden's Inauguration Day, President Biden, because I knew he was going to be a warmonger. And I knew exactly who Biden was because his son sat on the board at Burisma. And we've been driving NATO closer and closer and closer to Russia's border to the point to where we're literally involving a country in the North American Treaty Organization that shares a border with Russia when we said that we would never move NATO 1 inch east. Sounds like more liars, more hypocrites, and more people that were politicians in America that refuse to be held accountable to their word. And because they refuse to be held accountable to their word, someday our children might be, right? Because we're going to be either economically devastated through something like BRICS, right? Brazil, Russia, India, China, and Saudi Arabia. And what they're doing is they're consciously going after the dollar, as they should. The dollar deserves to be gone after. It has become a corrupt machine, right?